Are you ready?
Ready.
Okay.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for the chance given to me. Now I am Hansa Surazahira who would like to tell you a story entitled The Legend of Situ Bakandit. Have you heard the story before? Okay, let me tell you, and please listen to me carefully. Once upon a time, in a small village in West Java, lived a very rich young woman. She lived in a very large and luxurious home filled with a lot of jewelry. Her wealth was plentiful. However, she was really greedy and stingy, so the villager called her Bagenda Undit. She was known for bad attitude. I am the richest woman in this village. There is nothing I love more than my wealth. This jewelry is so shiny. The gold, diamond, and all of mine, and I carry some in my wealth. 'Cause every night I lay in bed, the brightest color fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world I'm gonna make. The young woman admired her wealth. She didn't care with the people around her, although they were very poor and were starving. One day, the old woman came to her for asking help. Baginda, please help me. My son has never had any food for days. We are starving. Would you share some food to us? Begged the old woman while crying sadly. Hey, the ugly old woman! Food? My food is just from me! Get away from my house! I don't care with you or your son. Whether you were starving or even dying is not my business. Sighed Baginda with sinister smile. A few days later, a very old man with thick wool came to Baginda and asked for some water. Mercy on me, Baginda. Please give me just some drops of water. I'm so thirsty. If you don't mind, I will take you water from your well. Asked the old man. Hey, the poor old man. I have a lot of water in my well, but I don't want you to take my water. Any drop of my water is only for me. Go away! Sighed Baginda. You are the richest woman in this village. You have everything, but you never help other people. You're not grateful to God. You will be punished. You're right. I'm the richest woman in here. So no one can punish me, not even God. Leave my house now. Sighed Baginda while she proudly went back to her big house. With the herd, the old man went by and he stopped in the middle of Baginda's house yard. He put the stick on the ground and sighed. Baginda, if you don't want to lose any drops of your water, now I will give you more water. He took the stick off the ground. Suddenly, the water came out and burst into the air. Continuously, the water kept coming out on the ground and flooded all. What is this? Where does the water desperate coming from? Oh no, my treasure will drown. Help me! Somebody please help me! Suddenly, the flood swept all over Bagandandit house. Bagandandit was drowned with all our wealth. And the people call it Sidu Bagandit or Lake Bagandit. From this story, we can learn that greediness leads us into destruction. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your kind attention and have a great day. Goodbye.
5 menit 26,44. 5 menit 26,44. Next, the participant number 42.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, I'm Bilqis and today I want to tell you guys about a simple girl with a big dream. So let's just get started. Her name is Cinderella. Cinderella and her day's dream. Maybe it's kinda sounds like the fairy tale, but this story is happening in real life, in a junior high school on the edge of the city. Cinderella was born in a poor family. Her parents had divorced and her father remarried. Now, Cinderella lived with her father, stepmother, and stepsisters. Every day, Cinderella helps her father to sell snacks around the neighborhoods. But Cinderella once said, I want to dance on a big stage in front of many people who will watch me, and now I want to show that I can be, that I'm not just a poor girl only selling snacks door to door. One day, during the school's break, there was an announcement from the teacher. Announcement! Everybody, come to join the dance competition of the National Student Art Festival in 2025. Register yourself now, said the teacher. Cinderella felt excited. Oh my God! A competition? I won it! Then her stepsister said, yes, but it's only for students who have costumes and good teams. Are you going to join, Cinderella? Cinderella answered, of course I'll try. Then Cinderella signed up for the school's dance team selection, but many classmates underestimated her. And then her second stepsister said, why bother joining? You don't even have a costume, Cinderella. Then Cinderella answered, maybe I don't have it now, but I have fights. After that day, Cinderella practiced every day, both at school and home. She also continued selling snacks to save money for buy the costumes. And then after the day of the district competition arrived. Cinderella was excited, but the day of the district competition arrived. The stage lights turned on and the music started. Cinderella danced with all her heart. Her moves were lively and energetic, impressing the judges. And then, after that, Cinderella's team won first place. They went on to the provincial level and won again. After that, they were nominated for the national level. For the national level, Now Cinderella is often invited to perform at various events. She received trophies, prize money, and fantastic payments for her performances. Then Cinderella said, "Thanks God, my dreams come true. I prove if we work hard and believe, dreams will come true. Thanks God for all of your support to me." Okay, I think that's all from me. Thank you very much for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
4 menit 25,86. 4 menit 25,86. The next participant, number 43.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The honorable juries, the committee, and all audiences. My name is Siti Fatimah Az-Zahra. First of all, thanks to Allah who bless us. So, I can stand here to present the story of poor Mr. Lebay. This is the folklore of the West Sumatra region about Pak Lebay Malang. Once upon a time, there lived a man named Mr. Lebay in West Sumatra. He lived in a house located right in the middle between the upstream and downstream parts of a river. He always used his boat for fishing. One day, Mr. Lebay received two party invitations at a distance from each other. One invitation came from the upstream area of a river, while another invitation came from the downstream area of a river. Mr. Lebay, can you come to our house downstream tomorrow? I will hold a feast by cutting 2 buffaloes, and I will give you 2 buffaloes' head, said his neighbor who lived downstream, inviting Mr. Lebay. All right, I will come tomorrow to your house, Mr. Lebay agreed. Mr. Lebay loved parties because he could eat delicious food. Not long after that, a neighbor from the upstream area of a river came inviting Mr. Lebay. Mr. Lebay, can you come to our house at the head of a river tomorrow? We will hold a feast and I will give a head of buffaloes, said his neighbor from the headwaters, inviting Mr. Lebay. All right, I will come tomorrow to your house, Mr. Lebay agreed. Despite feeling happy, but after his neighbor returned, Pak Lebay felt confused. The 2 party invitations were held at the same time, but at the different places. He wanted to attend the party invitation to the upstream because the cuisine was famous for being delicious. Meanwhile, he also wanted to attend the party downstream because he would get 2 head of buffalo. The next day, Mr. Lebay paddled his boat to the upstream. He decided to go there first because its cooking was known to be more delicious. But only halfway journey, he changed his mind because he wanted to get 2 head of buffaloes. Immediately, Mr. Lebay turned and paddled his boat to the downstream. I haven't eaten buffalo meat in a long time, and now I will have a lot, murmured Mr. Lebay. Arriving there, Mr. Lebay saw many of guests paddling their canoe to go home. Immediately, Mr. Lebay turned toward the party upstream. Arriving there, Mr. Lebay saw many that the guests were getting ready to go home. They said the party was over. Unfortunately, his friend who held a party said, "We were waiting for you, Mr. Lebay. I thought you didn't come. I gave them to my family." Finally, Mr. Lebay was disappointed and went home. He could not even attend the two party and got nothing because of his greed. The moral value of this story is don't be greedy. Mr. Lebay was a greedy man and he got nothing. So, we mustn't be greedy in our life. Well, that's all of my story. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
5 menit 11,14. 5 menit 11,14. Participant number 44.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Honorable the curious, honorable all English teachers, and my all beloved friends, ladies and gentlemen who I am proud of. First, let me introduce myself to you. My name is Alexandra Kirana. This is story about Timun Mas, a story from Central Java. A long time ago, in the small village, lived an old woman named Mbak Srini. She lived alone. She has no children, and her husband has already died. Every day, she prayed and wished God would give her a child. One night, when she was praying, a giant has passed her house and heard her pray. The giant talked to Mbak Srini. "I can give you a child with one condition." Mbak Srini shocked and answered, "Who are you? How could you give me a child? I don't have a husband." The giant answered, "Don't worry, I will give you a child, but you must give the child back to me when she is 16 years old." Basrini was so happy to hear that, but she didn't think about the risk about the giant's offer. "Well, giant, you are so kind. I agree with your offer." The giant laughed out loud. "Ha ha 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 ha! Good, good. Here, I give you a bunch of cucumber seeds. Plant it on your house." The giant then left her without saying anything else. And the next morning, Basrini planted the seeds. The seeds grew day by day. No longer after that, a big golden cucumber grew from those plants. Carefully, Basrini plucked the golden cucumber and carried it home. She sliced the cucumber gently and smoothly. And what happened then? She was very surprised to see a beautiful baby girl inside this cucumber. She carried her softly, then named the baby Timun Mas. Years passed by, and Timun Mas has grew to become a lovely and beautiful little girl. She was also smart and kind. Basrini loved her very much, but she kept thinking about the time the giant would take Timun Mas away from her. One night, Basrini had a dream to save Timun Mas from the giant. She had to meet the holy man who lived in Mount Gundu. The next morning, Basrini left Timun Mas and go to Mount Gundu. The holy man gave her 4 little bags, each one containing cucumber seeds, needles, salt, and shrimp paste. The holy man said that Timun Mas can use those bags to protect herself. A few days later, the giant came to see Basrini about her promise. The giant said, "Basrini, where is Timun Mas? You promised me that you will give her to me after Timun Mas 16 years old." Basrini was surprised and said to her daughter, My daughter, take this bag with you. They can save you from the giant. Now run through the back door. Hurry up! Timun Mas started to run away, but the giant saw Timun Mas running to the woods. The giant was so angry, he rushed toward Timun Mas. But Rini tried to stop him, but the giant was unstoppable. The giant was getting closer and closer, so Timun Mas opened the first bag she got from Bosrini. Inside the bag were cucumber seeds. She threw the seeds, and instantly they grew into large cucumber heads. But the giant ate them all, giving him more strength. As the giant was getting close, Timun Mas took the second bag with needles made and spilled the content behind her. The needles made turned into bamboo trees, sharp and thorny. The giant's body was scratched and bled. "Ah, I'll get you, Timun Mas!" shouted the giant as he tried to get himself out from the bamboo help. He made it as he was chasing Timun Mas. Timun Mas then reached the third bag and spilled the salt inside. The ground which the salt touched turned into a tipsy. The giant almost drowned and had to swim to cross the sea. After some time, he managed to get out from the water. Timun Mas saw the giant coming, so she reached for the last bag. She took the shrimp paste and threw it. The shrimp paste became a big swamp of boiling mud. The giant was trapped in the middle of the swamp. The mud slowly but surely drowned him. Helpless, he roared out, "Help! Help!" Then the giant drowned and died. Timun Mas then immediately went home. Since then, Timun Mas and Bosrini live happily ever after. Ladies and gentlemen, that's enough for my story. And thank you very much for your attention. Hopefully there are benefits for us. Goodbye. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
4 menit 49,03. 4 menit 49,03. The next participant, number 45.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Surabaya, oh Surabaya, oh Surabaya, kota kenangan, kota kenangan, takkan terlupa. Hi friends, had you ever heard that song? What was the title of that song? Yes, that's right. That song was Surabaya, oh Surabaya. Now, I would tell you a story about the legend of Sura and Paya. Long a time ago, in East Java, there were two strong animals, Sura and Paya. Sura was a shark and Paya was a crocodile. They lived in the sea. Actually, they were friends, but they were hungry. They were very greedy. They didn't want to share their food. They would fight for it and never stop fighting and until one of them gave up. It was a very hot day. Sura and Paya were looking for some food. Suddenly, Paya saw a goat. Yummy! This is my lunch, sighed Paya. No way, this is my lunch, you are greedy. I had not eaten for a few days, sighed Sura. Then Sura and Paya fought again. After that, they were very tired. Sura had an idea to stop their bad behavior. I'm tired of fighting, Paya, sighed Sura. Me too. What should we do to stop fighting? Do you have an idea? Yes, I do. Let's share our territory I left in the water,
So I look for food in the sea and you in the life, right? So you look for food also in the lines. The border is the beach. So we will never camp again. Do you agree? Let me thinking about it. Okay, I agree. From today, I will never go to see you again. My plans in the lines. Then they left in different plans. But one day, Sura went to the lands and looked for some food in the river. He was very hungry, and there was not food in the sea. Paya was very hungry when he cannot broken the promise. Hey, what are you doing here? This is my place, your place in the sea. But there is water in the river, right? So this is also my place. Then Sura and Baya fought again. Ah! They put height at other. Sura beat Baya's tail. Baya didn't do something to Sura. He beat very hard until Sura finally gave up. Baya was very happy. He had his plans again. The plans, they were very tired. Was a mess. Blood was everywhere. People then always take a boat with Surabaya. The name of the plants of Surabaya is from Sura and Baya. People also take a boat symbol of Surabaya city. This story from me give a moral messengers that great causer misery. So friends, are you interested in hearing the story from me? I'm sure you are interested. That story from me. Bye. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Surabaya, oh Surabaya, oh Surabaya. Bye.
Ya, 5 menit 09,77. 5 menit 09,77. Participant number 46. Wait for a few minutes, Mas.
The Honorable Judge and all of audiences. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Calon nama domba du asal Garut. Hello friends, good afternoon. Let me introduce myself. My name is Fauzan Disaputra. You can call me Fauzan. Today, I gonna tell you guys about the story of Situ Bagendit. Far away, in a small village, there was a young rich woman. The house that she had been living was very big. Her world was plentiful. She lived by herself. She didn't have any friend at all. I am very rich. I am said the young woman, while she was looking at her coat and jewelries. It was so pretty. The young woman was very miserly. Her plentiful wealth never been used to help others. Because the young woman was very miserly, the villagers called Bagenda Andit. Bagenda Andit means the miserly rich person. And someday, the old woman come to her. Bagenda Andit, Bagenda Andit, have mercy on me. My baby has not eaten for few days.
Hey, you crazy old woman! Get away from me!
Yelled Bagenda Andit to the old woman and her baby. After that, because the young woman didn't want to go, Bagenda Andit splashed her with water. Splash! And all over the old woman's body and her baby became wet. Bagenda Andit was a feelingless woman. She didn't have a little bit mercy to the old woman and her baby. After that, she asked the old woman to get out from her houseyard. Although Bagenda Andit was very miserly, but the villagers kept coming in. They came for a water wheel. Bagenda Andit, please give some water, please. We very need it.
No, I won't let you to take the water from my wheel. The water in the wheel is mine.
Yelled Bagenda Andit.
You are all stupid. You think you just can take the water from my wheel?
And someday, a decrepit man was standing on Bagenda Andit's houseyard. He was walking to carry to the wheel while holding his stick. Then, when he was trying to take the water, Bagenda Andit saw it. Then, she hit the old man with Snoopy.
What are you doing in here?
Have mercy on me, Bagenda Andit. I take the water just for a drink. I'm so thirsty. Please give me some water. Bagenda Andit couldn't save herself. Bagenda Andit kept the old man. Then,
Hey, the poor old man. I don't want you to take the water from my wheel. Any drop of my water is only for me. No one can take any of them. No, go away.
yelled Bagenda Andit to the old woman. Then, Bagenda Andit kept the old man. With a heart, the old man went by, and then he stopped at the ground and shouted, Hey, Bagenda Andit, if you don't want to lose any drop of your water, I will give you lot of water. Take the punishment from me. Then, an astonishing thing happened. Suddenly, a decrepit man took his stick at the ground, and the water came out. What? Water? No! My treasure! My treasure will drown! Help me, please! Somebody help me, please! Bagenda Andit couldn't save herself. She drowned with all of her wealth. The village was dissipated. The thing that left was a white and deep black. The lake was named Situ Bagandit. Yeah, friends, from the story above, we can learn that rich people who did not respect, arrogant, selfishness is not good. They will get punishment from God, and people don't have relationship again. Okay, friends, that's all from my story today. If there are some mistakes, I'm sorry. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
5 menit 58,90 detik. Next participant number 47.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon to the honorable judge, respected teachers, beloved friends, and all the audience here today. It is a great honor for me to stand on this stage and tell a story about Jakatarup and 7 angels. Once upon a time, there was a widow who lived in the village of Dadapan. She had a son whose name was Jakatarup. Dadapan village was close to a wood, so Jakatarup liked to go to the wood. He liked hunting for animals with his blue pipe. One day, when Jakatarup was in the wood, he saw a beautiful rainbow, and then he saw 7 angels went down through it. He came closer and searched for them. The 7 angels were swimming and taking a bath in the lake. Jakatarup looked at them while hiding behind trees. When they had finished taking a bath, they flew through the rainbow to heaven. The next day, he saw the same thing again, but this time Jakatarup had an idea. He searched for the dress, and when he found them, he took one of them. As they had finished swimming and taking a bath, they looked for the dress, but one of them could not find her dress. Her friends have to come back to heaven, so they left her. She was crying while staying in the water, and then Jakatarup approached her. "Why are you crying, lady?" "I lost my dress, so I cannot go home." "Where is your home?" "I live in heaven. I'm an angel. My name is Nawang Wulan. But I lost my dress, so I cannot fly anymore." "If you don't mind, I will take my mother's dress for you." "Okay, please do. Wait here, I'll be back." Then Jakatarup went home to take his mother's dress and give it to Nawang Wulan. He asked her to stay at his house with his mother. Not long after that, Jakatarup married Nawang Wulan. As an angel, Nawang Wulan had spiritual power. She had ability which far above human being. She could cook rice with just a bar of rice, and when he had down, the bowl will be full of rice. But there was one condition. The bowl must not be opened before it has done. Jakatarup was very surprised with his wife's ability. He was very curious about it. So, when Nawang Wulan was away, he opened the bowl. Consequently, Nawang's spiritual power disappeared. She had to cook as ordinary human being. Several months later, Nawang Wulan gave birth to a beautiful baby girl. Her name was Nawangsi. The birth of Nawangsi added happiness to Jakatarup and Nawang Wulan. Since Nawang Wulan could not cook efficiently anymore, she needed more rice than usual. The stock of rice in the storeroom diminished rapidly. Then one day, when she took rice, there she was very surprised. Nawang Wulan found her angel dress. It was hidden there under pillows of rice. She immediately worried and thought to Jakatarup. "My dear husband, now I know what you did to me. Forgive me, my dear. I admit that I did this because I love you. I love you too, but now I found my dress. I must come back to heaven. I'm an angel. My place is not here." "What about Nawangsi? She needs you." "I will leave her, but don't worry. I will take care of her. Anytime she needs me, I will be here. For that purpose, please build a tower. Every time she needs me, I will be here." When Nawangsi cried, "Put her there, then call my name. I will come immediately. But I will invisible to you. Goodbye, dear." Then Jakatarup built a tower behind his house. Every time Nawangsi cried, he would put her there, then call Nawang Wulan name. Nawang Wulan would come and take care of Nawangsi. From this story, we can learn that we must be honest and don't hurt anyone. Thank you very much for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
4 menit 27,60. 4 menit 27,60. The next participant, number 48.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, the honorable judges, teachers, and all of my beloved friends. My name is Zidan. I am here to tell you all a story entitled The Legend of Toba Lake. Enjoy the story. Once upon a time, in North Sumatra, lived a young man named Toba. One day, he go fishing at the lake. He waited a long time and suddenly he got a big and fresh golden fish. Then Toba went home. At home, Toba was very surprised because the fish could talk. "Please don't eat me," said the golden fish. "Who are you? How can you talk?" Toba asked. "I am the golden fish. Please don't eat me," said the golden fish. All right," said Toba. The next day, Toba farming at the field. He farmed from morning until noon. He was hungry and tired, so he went home. At home, Toba was very surprised because there was a beautiful girl who was cooking. "Who are you? Why are you in my house?" Toba asked. "I'm sorry, I was a golden fish, and now I'm in a human form. I am here to give you some food as a sign of my gratitude," said the beautiful girl. Time passed by. Toba and the beautiful girl married with one condition, that Toba won't tell anyone about her origins, whatever happened. Toba agreed to keep his promise. A year later, they had a baby named Samosir. When Samosir was 7 years old, he was lazy, stubborn, and mischievous. One day, his mother said, Samosir, please deliver this food to your father. I am busy now." "No, Mom, I want to play," said Samosir snap. "What's wrong with you, Samosir? He is your father. He hungry now," said mother angry. Because she is angry, Samosir forced to deliver this food. On the way to the farm, Samosir ate for the lunch little until almost empty. When Toba opened the eat box, he was surprised. Toba was very angry to Samosir. "What? Where's the food?" "I'm sorry, Dad. I was hungry," said Samosir, answered with anxiety. Toba felt really upset with his son, and suddenly he said something rude that was forbidden. "Your manner is like a little animal because your mother was a fish, so you like your mother. Go away from here right now." Toba didn't realize what he said is so rude. He was forbidden to tell Samosir's mother's origins. Samosir was so sad. He told all to his mother. She was shocked and then said, "Calm down, Samosir. Don't cry anymore. Now all you have to do is climb the highest tree and stay there. There will be a huge flood and this village will be sunk and disappear." Samosir went away to climb the highest tree in the village. And do you know what happened next? Suddenly, the sky getting dark. Not so long after that, the rain fell down. It was a great rain. The thunder and lightning was so scary. Meanwhile, Toba was very surprised by this great disaster. He couldn't save himself, and Samoset, after he climbed the highest tree, he still couldn't escape from this great disaster. Finally, the village was submerged and became a large lake. Mother was so sad, she decided to be a golden fish again by jumping to the lake. That large lake named Toba. And a small island occurred in the middle of the lake named Samoset Island. So, the audience, what we can learn from this story? Yeah, that's right. First, we should not break our promise. Second, don't get emotional easily. And the third, we must respect to our parents. Yeah, maybe that's all of my story today. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
5 menit 30,99. 5 menit 30,99. Next, the participant number 49.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, honorable judges and dear friends. My name is Quinsa Firdaus. Today I will share with you a story about the golden snail. Once upon a time in the kingdom of Daha, there lived a wise king named King Kertamarta. He had two daughters, Dewi Galuh, beautiful but full of envy, and Chandra Kirana, her kind-hearted and gentle younger sister. Chandra Kirana was engaged to the prince Ino Kertapati, heir to the throne of the neighboring kingdom of Kahuripan. When the prince came to visit Daha, he was warmly welcomed by the king and his beloved fiancée. But not everyone was happy. Dewi Galuh was jealous. She couldn't stand how her younger sister was loved and praised by everyone, including the prince. Blinded by envy, Dewi Galuh secretly visited an evil witch. In exchange for a pouch of gold, she begged the witch to make Chandra Kirana disappear. The next morning, while Chandra Kirana was singing peacefully in the palace garden, the sky suddenly darkened. The evil witch was appeared and cast a powerful spell. I curse you to become golden snail. In an instant, Chandra Kirana's body was wrapped in thick smoke. And chilling, she was no longer a princess, but a tiny shimmering golden snail. This curse shall only be broken, the witch hissed, when you meet your fiancé again. Then splash, Dewi Galuh kicked the snail into the splash pond. The snail was swept away by the current, drifting in silence. She wept softly, not knowing where the river would carry her. Until she was found by a kind old woman fishing by the river bank. Surprised, the golden snail's claw. The woman gently scooped her up and brought her home, placing her in a glass vase. But the old woman didn't know was that every morning until noon, the snail transformed into Chandrakirana. The princess cooked delicious meals and cleaned the tiny kotek to thank the woman for her kindness. But the old woman grew curious. Who kept preparing these meals for me? She wondered. One day, she pretended to go out, then quietly tiptoed back into the house and picked the kitchen. There, she saw a beautiful girl cook by the stove. And who are you, my dear? The woman asked in shock. With teary eyes, the girl answered, I am Chandra Kirana, cursed to life as golden snail. This curse can only be broken if I see my valiant skin. A kind woman advised Chandra Kirana to stay patient and believe in miracles. Prince Inu, disguised as a commoner, served the kingdom for her. A good Dewi Kalo alerted the evil witch who transformed into a cross to mislead him. A good sorcerer exposed a crow's identity and sent the prince to Dadapan village, where he reunited with Chandra Kirana and broke the curse. She returned to the palace. Dewi Kalo alerted, and they lived happily ever after. The moral value of this story is don't be jealous anyone. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
5 menit 24,31. 5 menit 24,31. Next, the participant number 50.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Warm greetings to all judges, teachers, and beloved audience. Once upon a time, but wait, before we dive into the story, let me introduce myself. I am Sydney Aulia, and today I bring you a story full of adventure and lessons. The title is Golden Cucumber. Let's find out what happens next. Long time ago, lived a very good husband and very humble wife in a small hut near a very big jungle. They were farmers. They had rice paddies and they worked every day with love and care. They started to work early in the morning and finished their work when the sunset came. And one day, it was a quiet night. Suddenly, a tremor shook the ground. They were scared and they just go down to the ground. Away from the jungle, a shadow emerged. It was a giant. His eyes glowing, it was red and scary. Although the couple was so scared, they stayed and they heard the giant say something. Farmers, I have heard your longing. I can grant you what you wish, a daughter. But in return, when she turns 17, you must give her back to me. The farmers were actually scared with the giant over, but their longing of child blinded them. They didn't care about the price they might one day pay. And of course, the giant was so pleased to see their decision. Then, the giant gave them a small bundle wrapped in banana leaves and told them, plant this with care. Your wish will grow from the earth itself. But remember, when she turns 17, you have to give it back to me. No excuses. And so the next morning, they planted the cucumber seeds. They cared about cucumber seeds every day. Season passed day by day. The golden cucumber continued to grow. It got larger and larger. One morning, when they checked the cucumber seeds, there, among the leaves, it was a magnificent cucumber, round golden, and it was just so glowing. It's so beautiful. It didn't look like any other ordinary cucumbers. And carefully, they opened the cucumber with a gasp and great a surprise they found inside. Lay a beautiful baby girl. She was so beautiful and instantly took the heart of the farmers. And then they whispered her name. Timun Mas, you are our daughter, our golden cucumbers. From that day on, the house was filled with laughter, with kids' play, and Timun Mas grew up so well. However, her parents were happy with sorrow, because each candle that lit in that morning was dimmed by their fear. My daughters, there is something that you have to do. Take this bag. Inside this bag are sacred gifts. You have to run away from here and save your life. If danger comes through each of the bag behind you, they will protect you. Father says. Timun must not understand. She was confused. What kind of danger, Pa? What's happening? Timun Mas asked. Before he could answer, the ground shook. The giant came. The father quickly said to Timun Mas, "Run! Save your life and remember what I've told you." With the heart pounding like thunder, Timun Mas grabbed the pouch and fly into the jungle. With one final cry, Timun Mas threw away the shrimp paste behind her. The giant disappeared beneath the surface. And finally, she was still alive. She was safe and she was free from the giant. And so the family was reunited. The story of Timun Mas teaches us that true courage is not the absence of fear, but the strength to act in the face of it. With heart, wisdom, and the help of the nature gifts, she turned obstacles into opportunities for escape. That is all from me today. I hope the story gave you something to think about. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
4 menit 48,35. 4 menit 48,35.